Howdy, folks. What's crack-a-lackin'? I don't say things like crack-a-lackin'. So I was on the Facebook, scrolling through my memories, and I came across a relic, an element of a bygone era called 2019. Guys, that's huge. That's pre-COVID. That's pre a lot of bad things that happened. But I stumbled on the funniest thing that ever, I think the dumbest and the most hilarious thing that's ever happened to me, like especially at like a workplace. I was working master control for a broadcast television network. I'm not going to tell you which one, but I will show you my fancy badge that I needed for like security purposes. As you can see, I was clearly like rocking the like maniacal evil villain. I was really channeling my inner the Master from 80s Doctor Who. Had my goatee, had my slick back hair. I was ready to conquer time and space. This broadcast television place, they had an amazing break room with just a wall full of snacks that you had to pay a lot of money for, a lot more money than they're worth. I don't want to know how much money I spent on caramel cheddar popcorn, but it was a lot, I imagine. There was also a little dish of sauces that people just kind of left there from their lunches. And there was a very good water filtration machine. I'm going to call it a water cooler, even though that's not what it was. That I visited quite frequently because I drank a ton of water while I was working there. I had to pee so much. So I want to read you an excerpt of this event, and I want to just talk about how ridiculous it is. I almost died. Like, I'm underplaying this. I could have legitimately died from this event. And it is the funniest thing to me because I just imagine the autopsy that would have been performed on my body when someone inevitably found me. Found my lifeless husk. Here it is, a tale of heroism. Once upon a time, there was a guy named LegoMyGregO. While filling up his water bottle, he looked over at several packets of Popeye's hot sauce. Hot sauce, by the way, right here. This is one of the packs of hot sauce I got from that. I kept it. I found it in my fridge. Ironically, this morning, before I read all this, I kept this as a souvenir, as a reminder, as a talisman to never do this again. Oh my god. The young man squirted the sauce into his gullet, but rather than sending it into the tum-tum, as it were, he decided, for some reason, in that moment, I need to breathe. I need to do a literal inhale. A literal inhale. Sending the projectile phantom hot sauce down his windpipe. As his throat began to close, LegoMyGregO realized he had made a really big mistake. His vision blurred, and he knew he had to act fast to save his own really stupid life. After several pathetic failed attempts at coughing, he finally managed to cough up some of the sauce out of his lungs into the trash can. But it was still too much for the young man to take. There was so much heat and fire and pain. He took a swig of water, hoping for some sort of relief. But the water made things a lot worse, actually, because the stuff was coming up, it was still just like settled in the back of the throat, and water does not do jack dick for heat. So yeah, worse. So much worse. Gasping for air. Kind of sort of pseudo blacking out. I remember like coming in at like I was like losing consciousness as this was happening because I couldn't breathe and I was in so much pain. He maneuvered for the drink machine and pulled out a container of milk. And this is where it gets just... I'm a weird dude. I'm a really dumb dude some days. He cracked open the milk, but stopped himself from drinking it, as he had not yet paid for it. Struggling to take what could be his last breaths, LegoMyGregO pulled out his wallet and scanned the milk into the register device, because we had a weird, like, scanny registry device, but no one supervised it, so I literally could have just taken it and no one would have cared. But no, I'm Johnny Good Guy. I'm Jimmy Two Shoes with all of his 2 shoes that he paid full price for instead of stealing. Like a chump. He swiped his credit card, and upon approval of the transaction, gulped down and gargled dat milk. The milk helped. After coughing and wheezing for several minutes, our hero manages to regain his composure, utter several swear words, and return to work. The end. I tried so hard to convince security at this place to give me the footage. I wanted the footage of, like, the security footage of that moment, because I imagine it was the funniest thing in the whole wide world. The story is hilarious to me because it makes my logic in every decision I make here makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Hide my trash back there. I'm like, first of all, why? I was on a hot sauce kick, but like I had lunch coming up. Take it for your lunch. Why is the logic, I'm gonna do this right now. Squirt. Why did I not just take the milk? Just steal the milk, or like, not even steal it. Just take it, drink it, and then pay for it when you're done. That's called making sure the product works, but that's called getting your money's worth. But alas, I could never get that footage. And alas, I didn't die. So, and I'm not saying that in like a super emo way. I'm saying that as in, I think that'd be a hilarious ending to this story, as if it had killed me. I mean, what? How do you... It's like some poor soul finds me dead on the floor, foaming at the mouth, I imagine. They call an ambulance. I'm dead. And they're like, there's something in his windpipe. What is it? Hot sauce. Did someone murder him? Let's get homicide down here. Let's get the security camera tapes. And they get the security camera tapes, and they just see this idiot just squirt the hot sauce into his mouth and dying. But that's all. That's all I had for this video. I just wanted to talk about that because it is absolutely, to me at least, it is one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me. And I might be I might be too close to the situation to see that it's actually not funny. But because I'm close, it's hilarious. So there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up in the button system clicky bar thing down there below. Leave a comment. Subscribe to LegoMyGregO TV if you feel like it. You don't have to. Tell me I'm a moron in those comments. Please do. I need to hear that more often. I need to hear just how dumb I actually am. And until the next time I have to tell you about a time that I almost killed myself in the dumbest ways possible, I've been LegoMyGregO. You have been awesome. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!